Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to another MAMJ Let's Play. Today we're finally gonna do it. We're gonna beat 999. I can feel it. It's right there. All we have to do is save June, save Akane. Which, in order to do that, we have to solve this Sudoku puzzle. For those of you who are joining us when we left off, of course we found out who Zero was and what exactly is going on, although there are still some questions. I personally think that this explains June's fever and also her disappearance right now, where she's faded out of this reality because she's back in her own world. But yeah, I think that's the case. Obviously, we will see what else this game has to throw at us, but I need to solve the Sudoku puzzle. Clearly, it's upside down, so it's going to take me a minute, but I went ahead and drew a sketch of this so I could get started on it. So if you guys want to do the same, feel free to do so, but I'm going to go ahead and solve this puzzle so we can get one step closer to the true ending of this game. Okay, I think the last number that we need in here is a 1, and that should be everything. I remember figuring this puzzle out for the first time when I played this game years and years ago, and man, it was weird. I actually had to learn how to play Sudoku. Yes! That's it! Akane, did you get it? Yes, I did. I solved it. Well, I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter. Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it. Okay, I will. I hit the enter key. Emergency shutdown command has been acknowledged. Incineration system has been shut down. Yay, we did it! Also, sorry about the bad audio quality at the end of the last video. I don't know what happened. My software just decided that an hour was enough, which makes no sense because I do like hour-and-a-half long videos sometimes. Jumpy! What's wrong? It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked! Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared, and I collapsed onto the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Whew. I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of stuff. I need to tell Akane. Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay? Oh, of course. That's fine. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then, I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets the Hongo had left behind. Now, well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys. Junpei, are you okay? Ah, shut it. Right. Okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So, what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing hold me back now. Here goes. Wait. Automatic incineration will take place in 90 seconds. It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again. And again. And again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell's going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why isn't this thing stopping? Automatic incineration will take place in 60 seconds. Wait, of course. That's what these numbers under the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, Seven, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a Q. Okay, so this is gonna be a lot of people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? How in the world would you mishear 9 for Q, right? That's what you're thinking, right? Because like in text font, is that even a phrase? Like when you look at it, you can say, okay, yeah, maybe they meant 9 as a lowercase q, but it doesn't make any sense. In Japanese, it actually does. And the translators tried their best to make it work, but in Japanese, Q is 9. But obviously Q can also refer to the letter Q in the English or the Roman alphabet. So that's what they did there. It was a play on words because he actually said, look for the door with a Q on it. So they thought since everything else was numbered, that's why it would have to be a 9. That's what this game's hinting at, and I just wanted to clarify that in case any of you guys are wondering how cheap of a way out that would have been if it was the letter Q this whole time and they just misheard it. Holy crap. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and automatic incineration will take place in 30 seconds. Run, guys! Get to the door! Run! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, I don't have much time! Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we are all screwed. Alright, no time to explain, just go. Quick! Verify your numbers on the red. Verify? Who? What combination? All of us. We all need to verify. Why? You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it! Shia LaBeouf it! Hurry, 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 hurry. Automatic incineration will take place in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled. It worked. Oh, thank God. No time to be happy, time to go. Hurry, we've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go. Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. Do you guys need to verify it, though? And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Yeah, that's right. Whew. Ah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Oh, God. How's that for panic-inducing? Looks like we made it, huh? Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. I guess Snake probably can't see the sky, but I'm sure he can feel the fresh air. I just want to take a nap. Akane! Akane! Akane, can you hear me? I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. It worked for her. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother. Akane! Aoi! I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms. Oh, Aoi. Akane! I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart made my ear feel like I was at home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms, forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. Phew. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective, who we'd called Seven in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open. Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again. Oh, it was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of the surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Up, 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 up! Man, these stairs go on forever. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I could barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
The door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah. All 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. That 26 makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened. It's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already. Huh? Oh, why? Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1. How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16? 0 to F. After 9, it starts with A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16, all the way to base 27? Base 27? Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
H is 17, 18 is J, 19...
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that? Q.
26.
And what does that mean? That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q, a lowercase q.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear, any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, I can't stop. I don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. Sure. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Phew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei. No time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there. Alright. I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally here. Please, do. Sure. You look like a big heavy door. But you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave me a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I could feel like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. It's over, Aoi whispered. Yeah, it was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. This wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. She's not wrong about that. I mean, she did help make it. Yes, finally, air. Man, the sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh? I gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait. No way. You gotta be kidding me. What?
It can't be.
This is... Yep.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
The mock experiment building. Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q. Again, Q. Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the other side of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures. Akane. Jumpy. Guess I must be pretty crazy about that girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. I don't know. I think there were detonators in there. Because otherwise, so many other people have died through that method. Alrighty. So, I believe we've done everything we need to do in order to get the true ending. However, there should still be a little bit left over, if I remember correctly. Because there's one scene that hasn't happened yet. But, I don't know if it happens after the credits or not. But yeah, we did it! We beat 999, like we completely demolished 999. I'm so happy. I'm so glad that you guys got to experience this game with me because it is a tremendous roller coaster ride. But in actuality, this is indeed a prologue. There is a second game called Virtue's Last Reward, which has already been released. A third game is actually coming out later this year. I think it's supposed to be in June. So I'm gonna do my absolute darndest to get through game 2 before June rolls around. And for those of you that are worried that it's gonna take forever for me to get to Virtue's Last Reward, I guess while the credits are rolling, I'll show you this guy. Yeah, I already have it. But that doesn't mean that we're gonna roll right into it because what I want to do is I wanna make it my hour-long video. So that way you guys can really push through the episode and we can get through it a lot quicker. So what I'm gonna do is Danganronpa probably only has, I don't know, I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe 2 or 3 more episodes in it before it's done. So we'll finish Danganronpa and then we'll put Virtue's Last Reward in the hour-long slot, and then that way we can get through this game as well. Here we go. Are you okay? Oh, come on, this is nothing. Really? Yeah. You don't look okay. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jimpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set. How does it look then? He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Oh God! Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing. What does that even mean? Junpei grinned and ow, 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 ow. See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy. Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive. Woohoo! This is so fun. This is so awesome. Driving is so great when there's nothing around. And there's no speed limit. Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help it if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license. Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat. Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and the car Santa and 6 are in here should be somewhere down the road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing. She doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I don't even think a car like this should go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. Help me, officer, please. You have to come with me. The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with his face covered in big swelling lumps. You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me? I asked him. He stuck out his tongue through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out. Yeah, I guess I coulda. Then why didn't you? I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good. Because of what they were doing to the kitty? Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember? Oh, you mean the bunnies? Yeah, the bunnies. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind. They asked me what elementary school I was from, and I told them. Then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbit. I couldn't forgive him for that. So, Hey, there's still stuff I just don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nanri project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could. He's still in the trunk, I assume? Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. Well, might as well have a little chat with the old man. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try and pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least look at me when you talk, man. I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought that if I could gain the ability to access the morphogenic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others. That's it? Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness. I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. Alright, so what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you? Well, somebody's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What? Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora of the family Solancaceae? I don't know how to pronounce that word at all. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly. This is gonna take forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Here, this is for you. What is this? This is a For You doll. His name is Junpei. Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved it out toward his arm toward me. In it was a handmade doll of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm. Junpei, are you sure it's a For You doll? Huh? Yeah. The lady at the shop said so. That means it's for you, right? Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll? What? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right? Yeah. I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then. Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden. Well, you know, how after June we aren't gonna see each other too much. I mean, we're gonna be at different schools and... I just thought I'd, okay. Well, how about we call it June then? Okay. So I wanted to give this to you. You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie. Yeah, I heard of tribe. This dull, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, me, so we always together. Oh, Junpei. If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take. Is he trying to talk like a tribal chief? I reached out my hand and picked up the doll gently. Thank you. Thank you so much, Junpei. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body. Oh, Junpei, I'll never forget you. I promise. Junpei looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words. I'll never forget you either. The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warmth of light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphogenic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some sort of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't. Hey, look, over there. There's somebody next to the road. Huh? What? That is quite the outfit. But I'm pretty sure that's an Egyptian woman. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's Alice? It's very, very possible and very likely that that is the case. But that is the final scene for 999. Yes, I will save. Let's go ahead and show all those tiles to show you guys that I actually did it. Look at that. Everything has been done. Okay, so that is the end of 999. I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here, but always let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comments below, and I will be sure to check them out. If there's a huge demand for the game, I may try to alter my schedule. Otherwise, as soon as Danganronpa another episode is done, we will start Virtue's Last Reward, I promise. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ. Let's play. His presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me? Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubata's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, he kicked him in.